Start in 3, 2, 1. Panels opening opposition already tell us why these bans are efficient and why punishment citizens for their travel choices is justice. But they haven't yet explored how these bans fundamentally damage the potential for real long-term change in authoritarian regime. That's where closing opposition step in. The core of our extension today is this: we believe tourists create a unique form of indirectly resisted in the world where governments suppress voices and control information. Tourists act sometimes acknowledging as weaknesses and self-control information. Tourists act sometimes unknowing, so embracing and as bridge to global value. And when you cut that off, you don't just lose money, you lose invisibility, you lose contact, and you lose one of the last peaceful channels for influence. Now, let's take a step back. Imagine journalists turn towards visiting a country like Myanmar. She's not, if they're on a mission, she's sipping coffee at a small local shop running by a young activist who can no longer speak out publicly. They talk, he share, she listen, she goes home, and maybe she writes. Or maybe she just tell others. That connection would never happen if her country had banned her from going. And that is the first reason we proud to oppose this motion. Is silent self-restriction. Authoritarian regard threats as insulation. They want control over the outsider sea, and they want the other cut out or cut off from global influence. Towards messy, imperfect, but real, disrupt the isolation. It let locals see how outsiders live. So it sparked curiosity. It's opened minds to a larger world. It's not instant revolution, but it's not how change is often begin through culture, through conversation, and through human connections between people. Now let's deal with the government bench. They argue that this ban is a field that is now dealt with the government bench. They argue that this ban is a more stand that we must be contribution directly to human rights abuse, and that is a logic in shallow. This ban doesn't hurt the region, they hurt the powerless who lose job when the tourists stop coming. It's not the director, it's a single mom running the homestay. It's a local guide who lost his family to political violence and now support his sibling by showing the traveler family's director or family to political violence, and show support his sibling to show travelers around. These are the people who cut off. They're the people who abandon it. And also, so let's talk with consistently. The government want to signal the virtual, but where does it stop? Will they stop importing clothing from factories? Is it? Well, will they ban students change the questionable countries? Will they cut diplomatic ties? Of course not. This policy becomes an empty performance, a selective strikes on the easiest target, the individual traveler. So what is really choosing between the debate? Firstly, on their side, we get moral clarity, but only for the surface. Abandon look principle that changed nothing. The turns of citizens into criminals and wanted for exploring the world. The punishment is becoming a name of opposing for power. So in our side, we get complexity, but also hope. We allow people to see themselves, to connect people from people, and to open the doors to new world. So to question and to come back with stories that matter most to them, their families, and most of their neighbors. We keep channels open. We let the culture speak another, and also when the government won't. At the end of the day, this is a question whether we believe ordinary people can make a difference, not through it, but policy that through senses and also morality. So for these reasons, that's why our team strongly to oppose. Thank you.